Hello everyone, Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. I'm doing a little bit of crochet here today. I'm going to tell you a little bit about this in a minute, but I've had Happy Meal today, so I'm just going to put my crochet down and here. I've already opened it. I've just put it back in the bag, before I show you what it is. This is off Lynn. Lynn sent this to me. It was all wrapped up and everything inside, so I took all the paper and that off and just put it back in the bag for to show. And as soon as I seen the case, I knew straight away what it was. Or I wasn't sure, I knew it was something to do with. The zip's a bit tight. I think it wants a little bit wax on the zip to. That's it. Open. Zing crochet hooks to add to my collection of knitting needles, and I also have some the double pointed Zing needles. I think, yes, it was Liz that sent them to me. So Lynn has sent me these. And I am busy crocheting with the four. I take the four out. That's what I'm crocheting with at the moment, so I'll take it out and try these ones. So thank you very much, Lynn. That is much appreciated. I thought about, I've got loads of hooks and that in here and that, but I thought, I've got all the Zing, the other things, I should get the Zing crochet hooks as well. So Lynn beat me to it. So I'm going to enjoy trying those out. They go up from a 2mm up to a 6mm. And the 2. Look how thin that one is. It's like a sewing needle. Don't know that I'll ever be using that one, but that's more like for the lace kind of yarn. They're very thin. Probably that stuff I used to use on my knitting machine was about 2-ply. And get back into there. Get back in there, that's it. So that's a lovely Happy Meal from Lynn. I have some lovely subscribers, and they read my mind. So I'll put that down there, and I'll put my old hook down there and try this one. So on, go into that one. Oh, I can feel the difference to the point altogether on these ones there. There's just a difference to the point on this. Is an old Aero. I think it's Aero, yes, an old Aero one. Oh, you can feel the difference on the points. Just seem to slide through, actually, these ones. And onto my last stitch on the end. Crochet one, ready for turning. That's it. And this is something I'm going to tell you about. I'm crocheting for my sister. My oldest sister, Eleanor. I have two sisters. Eleanor's the oldest and Linda's the younger one. I'm the trouble, the middle one. And when I put anything I knit, I put it onto Instagram, and it automatically goes onto Facebook, the pictures. But my sister, Eleanor, messaged me about... No, she didn't message me. I was looking on Facebook and I saw a comment from her on when I had made some of these the crochet pouches, the little ones. I'm doing this like that way. She had seen the pouches and she had put a comment on saying that she wanted one of the pouches and she wanted one of my knitting patterns, the blackberry one. So I thought, oh, I'll have to message her and See, so I'm looking and I couldn't find her on my Facebook. She was comment on the thing, but she was in my friend list, but she wasn't there anymore. And then I remember my younger sister Linda had messaged me the other day and had said asked if Eleanor was still on my friend list, and I never got round to looking actually, because me and Linda started talking about something else and forgot about what she asked us. So I looked on my friend list and no, she wasn't there. So I messaged Linda and asked, you know, when you were asking me the other day about Eleanor, about was she on my friend list, I said, why were you asking? And she says, well, she's not on my friend list. She says, I was just wondering why she's taken herself off our friend list. And I said, well, I don't know. And she says, so I said to her, well, this was about 10:30 at night. Linda was going to bed anyway. She goes to bed a lot sooner than me. So I just said, I says, I'll message Eleanor, I says, and I'll get on to you tomorrow and tell you what's going on. So when I saw the comment of Eleanor, I looked on, I found her from a message. I clicked on her picture because I couldn't find a friend thing on my Facebook. So I just pressed on her, clicked on her picture, and it come up with the option to go on to Messenger to talk to her on there. So I could have rung her, but I thought I'd just message her. So I messaged her and I started asking her about the pouch and that, and she says, oh well, I want that pouch. She says the one she showed was the blue and white one, I think. She says, can I buy that pouch? I says, no, you can't. She says, why? I says, because somebody else has bought it. Oh well, can I have one of the other ones then? I says, you can't have any of them either. Why not? I says, because they're all sold. I says, those are old pictures, have been up a while now. Oh well, I didn't know that. She says, keep your hair on. So I said to her, so you want us to make you one of those pouches? She says, yes. And I says, do you want one of my knitting patterns? Now, I know all her grandchildren are a lot older than mine, my great-grandchildren. She had her grandchildren later had her children later in life than what I did. So they're grandchildren, not great-grandchildren. But I know they're older than mine. So I says, mine, the pattern only goes up to a 24-inch. She says, it'd be no good for your grandkids. She says, oh, I'm not bothered about that. She says, I'm knitting for charity. She says, it doesn't matter what size they are. She says, I'm sick of knitting my knitting patterns. She says, I want something different. I saw yours and I like the blackberry ones. So she says, I want to do them ones. I said, oh well, okay then. So while I was talking to her, I says, well, Linda's just told me that you're not on our Facebook friends things anymore. I says, have you taken us off for some reason? And she says, no, she says, it was, when Linda was scammed. I says, yeah, that was a few weeks ago, that. She says, well, she messaged me and told me to delete her friend thing on because she had been scammed, and she's made a new one. She told us to delete her, so she says, I deleted her and everybody else that was associated with her, so you must have gone as well. And I says, yeah, Eleanor, I says, you're hopeless, man. I says, look, put a friend request into me. I says, to get you back on my friend list. I says, I'll message Linda tomorrow and tell her what's happened. And she says, well, how do I message you? I says, well, you just click on the thing to message. We were talking on Messenger. So I said to her, you just click on, just find my picture thing and click on it. To message me to put in a friend request. And anyway, I'm waiting for a friend request, and me messenger thing popped up, and there was a big thumbs up on where we had been talking. I don't know what you put that on there for. So anyway, I'm waiting for a friend request thing, never come on, so I got back on the messenger. I was talking to her again. I says, well, I'm waiting for your friend request. I says, well, it hasn't come on yet. She said, well, I've just put a thumbs up on Messenger, I've just requested you. I says, you don't do it like that, man. Well, how do I do it? I says, well, you go and find me on Facebook and put a friend request in. Oh, I don't know how to do that. You put one into me, because she says, if you put it into me, I'll just have to click on it, won't I? I says, yes, you just have to click on it. So I put a friend request into her. Nothing happened still. I'm still waiting. So I go back onto her again. I says, well, you haven't thingy. She says, well, what do I do? She says, I don't know how to. She says, I don't know how to accept your friend request. I says, well, you've got to find it first. Or how do I find it? I says, you know, when you open up your Facebook and you have a little thing across the top, I says, with little like bell, and there's a thing with little people on. I says, click on the little people. I says, there'll be a blue bar that says confirm. I says, click on that, and then we'll be back on each other's Facebook friend list again. So she did. She eventually got it, like, and she says, I knew they were left of that. Like, it was not time to go to bed and all that. Like, but I messaged my sister this morning, my other sister Linda, and I'm telling her, I says, you'll have to put a friend request into Eleanor, because I see she doesn't know how to do it herself. You know, and I says to Linda, I say, I always thought Eleanor was the brainy one of the three of us. You know, and Linda says, she's Eleanor, you're kidding. She says, you're the brainy one of us three, man. You're the only one that knows how to do things, you know. So I was chatting and sorting that out, like, so Linda's saying, well, how are you going to give her the things? Are you going to have to go up there? He says, because she lives all the way up, heading on the wall. I say, well, that's not far from the bingo place, man. I says, I'll just nip up. But on Thursday, I've tried to get this finished for Thursday. So I says, I'll take it up to when I'm going to the bingo before I pick my friend up. I'll go up earlier. And I'll go straight up to Eleanor's and drop these off for her, and then come back down and pick my friend up for the bingo. That's sisters for you. But anyway, I've got another little small video I made. I finished the red cardigan, so I'm going to show you the finished thing. So I'm going to stop this video and I'll start the other one. So this is the red cardigan, finally finished, and I don't think I'm too happy with the wool. This is the Wool Warehouse's Create, and I find it to be quite thin, actually. It was the same when I have a yellow sweater, the lemon sweater that I knitted for myself in it, and I think the same with that. I thought it was thin. I thought it was just that colour, but this red was the same. And I've noticed that the sleeves look narrow. They haven't sort of come out what they should have come out. I'm going to measure it anyway. So it should have measured 13 inches across, which would have normally been on most of my patterns, but it's only come out 12 and a half, which is 25 inches. It's a 24-inch cardigan. It is a little bit wider, but. And something I noticed with the lemon one of mine, it's probably only happened on sweaters, because when you wear them, you're stretching them all around the whole thing, but it didn't go back into shape after it was washed, the rib around the bottom. But it's probably not so bad on the cardigans, because you don't usually have them fastened all the way. Most of the time they're usually open. So I'm not sure I would be getting any more of that wool, the Create, because I have got, you know, quite a bit of it actually. I think I might just use it up for blankets, to make blankets with it instead of cardigans and sweaters, because I'm not too happy with it. Like I'm saying, it feels very thin, and it didn't take as much as what a 24-inch normally takes for me. That's why I think it is thinner than normal double knitting. But anyway, it's finished and I'm on with my next one. So that's the little red cardigan, and like I said in that video, I don't think I'll be buying any more of that Wool Warehouse, Wool Warehouse wool, the Create it's called. They've got two kinds. We've got a baby create, and that's an ordinary. The baby one seems okay, but that's the second lot I've tried of the one which got a brown label on this one, just create. It's a little bit cheaper than the other one, and it seems very thin and soft and floppy. Not nice soft, and it's got no body to it. And that cardigan should have come out a little bit wider, and the sleeve should have been a bit wider by the number of stitches I had on, but I never done a swatch, because I knit with double knitting all the time, and I think it's it's all the same, but it's not. I would say it was nearly in between double knitting and 4-ply. It wasn't quite as thick, and I thought when I was knitting with it seems thin, this wool, and I used one full ball, and I still had that much left. I used nearly 2 balls. What did I do with 24? That was a 24-inch, but I was doing it with a little bit extra length. And I still had all that left from the second ball. So I won't recommend that Wool Warehouse Create to anyone. I have quite a lot of it, and like I said in the video, I think I'm just going to put 2 balls together and that, and do some blankets and that for the winter, because we'll probably be wanting blankets in the winter to save on our heating bills like we did last year, for just sitting like now on my settee. I have a crochet blanket I put on my knee. It's on the floor down here. I got it ready for tonight actually. This one here, I usually put this on my knee, and I put a heating pad on top if I don't have the heating on. But this one's not as warm as a knitted one because it's full of holes. That's why I don't like the crochet for blankets and things like that, because of that. They're full of holes. I never feel as warm with one of these on as I have a one I've knitted. It's upstairs somewhere, like a one I've knitted, and that one's always much warmer on my knee. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to probably do some blankets, maybe a couple of them for myself and some for to sell, I think, with the rest of that wool, because the lemon sweater that I made myself, I never really noticed that much until I've started wearing it again, and I put it on the first time the other day since the cold weather, and I noticed the bottom of it was very baggy. It just has not, the rib has not went back into place after it's been washed. So that's why the wool to me hasn't got no body to it. It's just stays the way it stretches, and so I just do not like it. So anyway, that's just a little bit to keep you up to date with what's been going on in my life. And so a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you all another time. So bye for now.